back to my channel. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday weekend. This has been a fun week, so let's do something fun. Recently, I saw a video on Venom Fluid Art. It was a student versus teacher with Darren and Kayleen, and they did this technique and it was wonderful. So I was dying to give it a try. We will be playing mainly with my favorite eye candy pigments. So let's get down to the canvas and I'll explain what we're going to do today. Okay, so I have an 8-inch round canvas. I have this little 1-ounce medicine cup. Now this is going to be my pour cup, and it's tiny because this is only an 8-inch round, and I want my pour to stay just in the center of my canvas. I don't want it to come all the way out. So if I limit myself to no more than 1 ounce on something that takes 2 to 2 1/4 ounces to cover the canvas, I should be good. So that's our pour cup we're going to get to. We're going to be using my favorite eye candy pigments today. So let's go through those. In my neons, I've got my Blaze Orange, my Saturn Yellow, and my Firebird Red. And then I also have a color shift of Monitor Lizard. And I've got some Rainbow Blue. So that is just gorgeous. And some Suiren Purple to add some more shine. And then for my outside edge, I'm going to add some of this penny copper. I'm not going to put this in the pour cup, but it will be on the outside. So I'm going to do a pour in the center, and then I'm going to lay some colors around and do swipes on the outside. So now for my swipes, I'm going to be using, I've got Amsterdam Permanent Blue Violet, and I've got Amsterdam Titanium White as my cell activators. And my base coat is going to be my Sherwin Color to Go, and this is my Golden Plumeria. So let's get started. We're just going to put a thin base coat on to help our paints move around. And we're going to have some fun with this. Okay, we're going to fill our pour cup. We want to remember not to put too much paint in our pour cup. Okay, so let's go back over to the canvas. And we're going to pour right in the center, and then we're going to do a ring pour. Bubbles. Maybe fix that center just a wee bit. Okay, let's give that a bit of a spin. So we want to stretch that out a bit before we do the outside. Now we're going to do our outside ring. We don't want to get too much paint on this outside ring. Just enough that we're going to get some nice color. We don't want it to have too much paint, then it's all going to spin off on us. get way too much paint on this outside or it's going to be a problem. So now we're going to swipe. So we're going to get our swipe colors. And a little swiping tool. And we're just going to start somewhere. Give it a bit of a swipe. Not liking that little streak right there, but get my other palette knife. It's thin. Good for little lines like that. Okay, wow. All right, now we're going to do a little playing to sort of join the two. I don't want to make these too close together. That's cool. All right, we're gonna give it a bit of a spin. And I hope I don't lose all the cells. I think I should have spun it a little more before I swiped it. A little too much paint. Wow. Wow. What I'm worried is if I have too much paint on here to stop spinning, because if I spin too much more, I'm going to lose that this gorgeous outer ring that I don't want to lose. But if I don't spin off enough, it may crack on me. So that is so cool. All right, I'm going to give it one more little spin. Yeah, because obviously I've lost so much of my prettiness. One thing I do want to do is get that palette knife and take some of this pretty that's dripped here and put it on these sides that didn't get much. other thing I want to do is I'm going to take this Saturn yellow on my stick and just sort of follow that crease line that's running sort of through here. Just so we accentuate that line. That is cool. All right, let me bring you down for a close-up. Okay, wet result. Oh, look at this. I love this outer ring. That is just fabulous. And this is my ring pour. Now I'm wishing I had put less colors in the ring pour so I had greater separation and rings. But cute. All right, we're gonna let that one dry. Okay, all. So this one is dry, but I've decided that I really do not like this center. It's sort of got like mud. I mean, it's got some green, it's got some shimmer, but it's sort of like mud. So I went through my stencils. I sort of altered this stencil by covering up the part that's too big, and I'm going to stencil over the center here. Now, my center is you can see, is a little shifted to one side, so I need to make sure when I put my stencil on, I shift to match where my center is, or my off-centered center. So I need to put my stencil a little bit off to one side so that it matches up. And then I need to take my stencil down a bit, carefully. If you're smart, you will dull your tape down just a little bit so it's taping without gripping too hard. We just want the stencil not to move, but we don't want to damage the painting in the process. So I'm just going to put a few pieces of tape down. Now for the stenciling, I have taken my Liquitex gloss gel, and I have mixed up 4 of my colors. My McCaw blue green, my Firebird red, my Saturn yellow, and my Blaze orange, all in some gel. And we're going to start our stenciling by putting a thin coat of just the white gel over everything. Now you do this so that you do it so no color can go under the stencil. So you're sort of sealing the stencil. So we just want to get a nice coat over the whole stencil. And it doesn't matter if this goes under the stencil a bit, if it ends up going under, because this will dry clear, and therefore it won't really show later. Now make sure when you're doing this you have baby wipes around, because they are great for cleaning your tool and wiping up any of this that gets where you don't want it. I'm just gonna nicely spread that so that we're sure we have it everywhere we want it. Some spots that are thinner than others, we can easily correct that. There we go. Nice thin coverage over the whole stencil. And you don't want it to be too thick, but you don't want it to be too thin either. Okay. Now we put our color on. This is sort of just messy fun. You can put whatever color wherever you feel like to give you the look you want. So, and you're literally just going to blop it on somewhere. Thing is, you need to make sure you cover all that white. And you do want to make sure that if you've got way too much in any one spot that you try and get some of it off. The one thing you want to look for is places where you see white. You definitely don't want to be seeing any white, because anything white is going to dry clear, and you don't want clear. When you have something you like, and you think it's pretty smoothed out, and you're not going to have to worry about it being too bumpy, then we're going to pull that stencil. It's as simple as that. You do want to make sure is that you did not get any color in a spot on the stencil where you did not want color. You want to quickly clean that section up before it dries there. And we can do some more work once we pull the stencil. All right, let's pull that stencil and see what we got. So you want to be very careful when you pull your stencil that you're doing it carefully and gently all at once, and voila. Oh, now I'm happy. Oh yeah, now I'm happy. All right. Now you want to make sure you clean your stencils right away. If you don't, then that stuff's going to dry on your stencil and be a mess. So give me a minute to clean my stencil. Okay, I'm going to give you some up close and personal on this now. The stencil is still wet, but oh, I'm so much happier now. That is so much nicer than the center that was there. Okay, I'm going to let this fully dry and then I'll be back. Okay, I have the final dry results on this. Eventually, I think I will put resin on this, but look at this. Look at this outside border, which I just love. And then we have that stencil I put in the center where I didn't like it. And now I just love it. Oh! A friend of mine said it looks like a stained glass window. And it does, and I love the look. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a wonderful week, everyone.